If you've ever felt like life is unfair, watch this until the end. This story might just change the way you see everything. Once upon a time, high in the branches of an old tree, a crow sat alone, his heart heavy with sorrow. With a deep sigh, he gazed at the world below, and tears slipped from his eyes. Down beneath the tree, a wise monk sat in peaceful meditation. Suddenly, a drop of the crow's tear fell onto his cheek. The monk looked up and saw the crow, wings drooping, eyes filled with sadness. Gently the monk asked, "My friend, why do you cry?" The crow let out a long, weary sigh. "O wise one, my life is nothing but misery. People chase me away, they despise me, they never offer me food. No one wants me around. I feel so worthless. Sometimes I think it would be better if I just disappeared." The monk's eyes softened with compassion. He smiled and said, "Happiness is not about what you are. It is about how you see yourself. But tell me, if you could become any bird in the world, which one would you choose?" The crow's eyes lit up. "A swan? They are pure, graceful, and adored by all." The monk nodded. "Very well, but first, find a swan, and ask if he is truly happy. Then return to me." Eager for a better life, the crow flapped his wings and soared to a nearby lake, where he found a swan gliding effortlessly across the water. "Oh, swan," the crow called, "you are beautiful and admired by everyone. Surely you must be the happiest bird alive." The swan let out a small sigh. "My friend, I once thought so too, until I realized that white is boring. There are so many dazzling colors in the world, and yet I have none. If I could be any bird, I would choose the parrot." Curious, the crow set off in search of a parrot. Perched on a branch, a parrot ruffled his bright, colorful feathers as the crow approached. "Oh, parrot," the crow said, "you are full of colors and beauty. You must be the happiest bird." The parrot shook his head. "Not at all, my friend. People admire my colors, but they also put me in cages. I live in fear that one day I will lose my freedom. If you ask me, the peacock must be the happiest bird, for he is even more beautiful than I am." Determined to find the happiest bird, the crow flew to a grand zoo where he found a peacock surrounded by crowds of people taking pictures. As soon as they left, the crow approached him. "O majestic peacock," he said, "you are adored by so many. You must be the happiest bird in the world." The peacock let out a deep sigh. "I once believed that too. But because of my beauty, I am trapped. People pluck my feathers for decoration. I cannot fly freely like you, dear crow. In fact, for many days I've wished, if only I were a crow, I could soar across the sky without fear." The crow was stunned. He had never thought of himself this way before. He returned to the monk, his heart lighter than before. For the first time, he smiled. "Oh, wise one, I understand now. I don't need to be anyone else. I am happy just as I am." The message of this story: we often compare ourselves to others, convinced that they have a better life, but everyone carries burdens we cannot see. True happiness comes not from being someone else, but from embracing who we already are. The happiest person is not the one who has the most, but the one who appreciates the most. Stop comparing, start living.